Manga There Is Also a Hole in the Student Organization has captured the attention of the otaku community after the release of a promotional video produced by Passion Studios. Although the original video was released a few months ago, a new version that hides the swimsuit scene has been released. A press release announced that the webtoon by Lim Kyung-bae and Kwon Seung-kyu will have an anime adaptation that will begin production this year. According to the press release, this project will be made by Pierrot Studios in collaboration with South Korean studios Red Dog Culture House, who have signed a long-term collaboration to produce animated adaptations of different IPs. Legendary and Bandai Namco Filmworks have announced that Jim Mickle, creator of the Sweet Tooth series, will be the writer and director of the upcoming live-action adaptation of Mobile Suit Gundam, the iconic sci-fi and mecha franchise. Deadline recently reported on the appointment of Mickle, who joins the collaboration between Legendary and Bandai Namco on a project that will see its first Hollywood filming in 2025. On November 7, 2024, fans of Sword Art Online will be able to live a unique experience that unites fiction with reality. At 2:55 p.m. on that day in Japan, the exact moment when Kirito, the anime's protagonist, completes the deadly game of Sword Art Online in the series will be celebrated. To commemorate this event, a special broadcast has been announced that will begin at 9:33 a.m. and will feature, in the form of a countdown, the key episodes that tell the story's beginnings, from episode 1 to episode 14. The broadcast will culminate at 14:55, coinciding with the time Kirito defeats the game, allowing fans to follow every moment of the series as if it were happening in real time. The highly anticipated movie Shiniki No Kaien, The Last Attack, based on the popular manga by Hajime Isayama, will be released on November 8th in theaters in Japan for a limited 3-week run. In addition, the release will include an exciting surprise for fans, an all-new post-credits scene that will be added to the end of the movie. Although the content of this scene has not been revealed, the news has sparked great anticipation among fans, who will now have an additional reason to go to theaters to find out what this extra scene might hint at for the future of the franchise. Japanese studio Gonzo KK, famous for iconic productions such as Afro Samurai and Hellsing, has announced a new partnership with Oscar-winning director Peter Ramsey and U.S. studio Enlight Animation to develop 2 groundbreaking anime productions. These projects, titled Ripper and Hitaru, seek to break down barriers in the anime industry and engage global audiences through stories that explore universal themes of love, loss, and cultural conflict. A new promotional video for Mahu Shoujo Madoka Magica, Walpurgis no Kaiten, the next movie in the Mahu Shoujo Madoka Magica franchise, was revealed during a special event. The video reconfirms that the release is scheduled for late 2025 in Japanese theaters, having been delayed again. Recently, a Twitter user has caused a stir among fans of the popular mobile video game Goddess of Victory, Nick, by claiming that an anime adaptation is in the works. The news quickly gained traction on social networks, generating a wave of enthusiasm among fans hoping to see their favorite characters in animated format. However, this information has no official confirmation, and respected leaker Sugoi, known for its accurate leaks in the anime and video game industry, has flatly denied the rumor. The anime adaptation of Beastars reaches its conclusion with the premiere of Part 1 of the final season on December 5th on Netflix, where it will stream exclusively. To further excite fans, a new promotional video has been released that offers a preview of the pivotal events of this final season. The 3rd season of Rezero, Starting Life in Another World, was to feature censored designs for the characters Liliana Masquerade and Capella Emerauda Lagunica. With Episode 5 recently aired, we finally got to see Capella in action, the Archbishop of Lust of the Witch Cult. She has the ability to transform into multiple forms, and one of her most well-known appearances is that of a short girl with fair skin, short hair, and slender proportions, in turn with 2 black wings on her back. To this end, Tappei Nagatsuki and Shinichiro Utsuka, in an attempt to visually communicate the villain's character, chose to design her wearing little more than a bikini, thigh-high leggings, and extremely short shorts. However, in the anime version, her original purple bikini top was replaced with one more akin to a sports bra with a small one. These changes were made so that Rezero could pass TV broadcast criteria. As character designer Haruka Sagawa explained at the time, it's not limited to Rezero, but to reach as many people as possible. Each country has its own broadcast code, and to reach as many people as possible, the camp is doing its best to offer the best possible product under the many restrictions. Interestingly, Shinichiro Utsuka himself, designer of the original light novels, shared a special illustration where he showed the proposals he made for the censorship of Capella in the anime version. In the image, the designer showed 2 proposals he gave to the production team. With the original design on the left, this is how Capella would have looked and censored in the anime. Model A showed Capella in the same outfit but with a pink leotard covering her entire body. Model B, on the other hand, showed a leotard on her torso and swapped her bikini for an outfit that covered more of her body. This means that Capella might have been even more censored in the anime adaptation. In social networks, mainly on TikTok, the so-called Bumblebee Socks moment, inspired by the movie Me Before You, has become popular. This term refers to a special gift that arouses deep emotions in both the recipient and the viewers who see it. A recent viral video on TikTok exemplifies this trend perfectly, as it shows a Dragon Ball fan receiving a birthday gift that not only touches him deeply, but also millions of people on social media. In the video, shared by the TikTok account at Andrea_47.8, the protagonist arrives home to find a completely unexpected surprise. His home is decorated with a special Dragon Ball theme, with Goku as the central character, to celebrate his birthday. The surprise shocks him so much that he can't hold back the tears, as he exclaims between sobs, "I've never had a birthday before." After emotionally embracing his partner, the man approaches the table full of gifts, all specially chosen for him, and begins to open each one with palpable emotion. The United Nations (UN) recently issued a report expressing concern about the role that certain Japanese cultural products, such as anime, manga, and video games, could play in promoting gender stereotypes and sexual violence. This report, entitled Concluding Observations on the 9th Periodic Report of Japan, was presented by the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women this week and analyzes Japan's progress on gender equality and elimination of stereotypes. In the report, the UN highlights that despite the Japanese government's efforts to combat gender stereotypes, patriarchal attitudes and sexist portrayals persist in various media, including television, the internet, and specifically in entertainment products such as anime and manga. The committee notes that these media could reinforce negative stereotypes and indirectly contribute to gender-based violence. In addition, the committee recommended that the Japanese government implement more effective measures to address these problems, suggesting that a comprehensive strategy be adopted to address the production and distribution of materials that, according to the report, perpetuate harmful stereotypes. This includes not only regulating content, but also promoting more positive and balanced portrayals of women in popular culture. Among specific recommendations, the UN report urges Japan to implement proactive and sustained measures to eliminate patriarchal attitudes and gender stereotypes in Japanese society, train public officials and the media to use inclusive language and promote portrayals of women as active figures in social development, strengthen vigilance over the production of pornographic material, video games, and animation that reinforce gender stereotypes and sexual violence. The impact of this criticism on the anime and manga industry has generated debate both in Japan and internationally. Many argue that, while it is true that some content reflects stereotypes, anime and manga have also been vehicles for highlighting complex social issues and promoting gender equality. On the other hand, there are those who believe that the UN recommendations reflect a lack of knowledge about the diversity and complexity of the Japanese entertainment industry. On October 29, 2024, the first arrest was recorded in Japan related to the operation of a transcript-based anime spoiler site. Miyagi Prefectural Police arrested 3 individuals, including a man residing in Shibuya Ward, Tokyo, on suspicion of copyright law violation. The defendants operated an online site that published detailed transcripts of the complete story of the anime Overlord, owned by the Kadokawa Company and other production entities. This site published dialogue, character names, settings, and other plot details without permission from the rights owners, supplementing the content with related images. According to CODA, Content Overseas Distribution Association, this is the first time in Japan that the operators of an audiovisual transcription site have been arrested. The investigation revealed that the group was illegally generating advertising revenue through the distribution of this detailed content, attracting a large number of visitors to the site. Recently, Japanese voice actress and idol Akari Kido shared an illustration on her social networks that has given her followers a lot to talk about. In the image, a couple can be seen looking at each other romantically, which has led many Japanese netizens to speculate about the meaning of the illustration. Some believe that this artwork could represent Kido herself together with her partner, and some rumors even point out that she could be secretly married. It should be recalled that in 2021, Weekly Bunsan Media reported that Kido was in an alleged relationship with voice actor Yuya Ozumi. However, at the time, Kido denied the rumors, stating that Ozumi was just a good friend. Still, speculation has not ceased, and this new illustration has once again reignited rumors among her fans, who believe that this could be an indirect confirmation of their relationship. As a public figure, Akari Kido also performs as an idol, a position in Japan that often comes with strict expectations and restrictions surrounding the love life of female artists. The idol industry has unwritten rules that consider idols' romantic relationships as infidelity to their fans, a situation that is criticized both at home and abroad, but still affects those who choose this career. The fact that Kido might be in a relationship or married is perceived by some fans as a possible betrayal, although many others support her right to live her personal life as she wishes. In recent days, an intense debate has resurfaced on Japanese social networks around a statement made by Hideaki Anno in 2015, the famed director of Neon Genesis Evangelion, who expressed concern at the time about the bleak future of the anime industry in Japan. In that interview, Anno noted that the industry had passed its heyday and was beginning an inevitable decline, suggesting that in a matter of years the sector would be forced to change. Now, nearly a decade later, this prophecy has prompted reflection and criticism among fans and professionals. The original statement was as follows. Anno claimed in 2015 that the anime production system in Japan was on the verge of collapse, predicting that it would not last more than 5 years. According to the director, the lack of human and financial resources would lead to Japan losing its central role in anime production, leaving room for other Asian countries with more favorable conditions to take over. Anno concluded, however, that anime would not disappear, but that its production center would move out of Japan. The official website of the smartphone game Konosuba, Fantastic Days, recently revealed that the game's service will end on January 30, 2025 at 3 p.m. Japan time. This announcement has come as a surprise to the fan community, who for years have enjoyed the RPG adaptation of the popular Konosuba franchise, based on the light novel series by Natsume Akatsuki. Recently, a curious coincidence that caught the attention of anime fans in Mexico went viral on social networks. Users discovered that the escort uniform of the elementary school has a strikingly similar design to the uniform of the famous UA Academy from the anime series My Hero Academia. In a post that went viral, a user shared images showing elementary school students wearing the escort uniform, which features identical details to the uniform of students at UA Academy, the famous institution for aspiring heroes within the anime. The colors, stripes, pockets, and even the arrangement of the tie match remarkably well with the uniform worn by characters such as Izuku Midoriya and Ochako Uraraka in the series. Mangaka AI, creator of the Mondo Million Doll, revealed on her official blog that she did not receive any royalty payments for the anime adaptation of her work for more than 6 years. According to her statement, the author did not earn any revenue from sales of the anime or related merchandising between 2018 and July 2024, despite having a contract with publisher Comic Smart. The Million Doll anime, aired between July and September 2015 and produced by Asahi Production, continued to generate revenue during these years through sales of Blu-ray, CDs, and its distribution on streaming platforms. This situation, in which the author was not receiving profits despite the anime's commercial activity, generated a growing unease in AI. Despite the support and enjoyment that many readers show towards the anime, a practice that does not benefit the manga author has been maintained. I was forced to remain silent until this issue was resolved, and I apologize to the readers who have supported me for so long as a mangaka, AI said. A recent statement from the Association of Japanese Animation, AJA, has put the spotlight on the controversial flat fee model that some global streaming platforms, including Netflix, employ to distribute anime. According to the report by the AJA, which represents more than 90 companies in the industry, the practice of not paying additional royalties regardless of the success of the series is affecting the revenue potential of the works and those involved in their creation. The report, submitted to the Japanese government's Agency for Cultural Affairs, does not mention Netflix directly, but does mention a global distribution provider that pays only flat fees. This payment method, based on flat fees with no additional royalties, is maintained regardless of the success of the work on the platform, a practice that limits the profits of rights holders when the content becomes a hit. According to the AJA, moreover, payments are made piecemeal throughout the contract, which affects creators who rely on a steady revenue stream. Netflix confirmed this payment model in its recent earnings report. Ted Sarandos, CEO of the company, commented that the fixed payment favors both creators and the platform, as it assumes all financial risk, allowing producers to focus solely on their work. However, this model has been criticized because the high licensing fees paid by Netflix generally benefit production committees and do not directly reach creators or subcontracted studios, who often work under unfavorable conditions. The second season of Blue Lock, one of the most popular sports anime series of the moment, has been in the eye of the storm due to a significant decrease in animation quality compared to the first installment. This situation has unleashed a wave of criticism and negative comments on social networks, mainly directed at the animators of the series. However, a renowned freelance animator, known on Twitter as Evakoi, who worked on productions such as Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia and Bleach: Thousand Year Blood War, posted a lengthy message in defense of Blue Lock's animators. Evakoi expressed his concern and frustration at seeing his colleagues receive the brunt of criticism without being able to change the current situation. The Blue Lock situation is no longer funny, it is very sad. I know many animators from the new episodes, and most of them are good animators, some are excellent, commented the animator, stressing that the problem does not lie in the artist's skills, but in the production and scheduling challenges they face. That's all for today. Which of these news stories surprised you the most? Leave us your opinion in the comments, and if you have any news you'd like us to cover, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the little bell so YouTube will notify you when we upload new videos. Thanks for joining us, and remember, every week we have more of the best anime for you. See you in the next video, bye!